Well, good morning, YouTube. UPS brought this box. Dropped it off last night after dark, so I didn't get a chance to open it then. It appears to be from PowerJack Electronics. And I think I know what it is, but let's open it up and see. And inside there is a got a box, a plug, and let's flip it over and take a look. And there we go. It's pretty heavy. This appears to be a 1200 watt grid tie power inverter. And I picked this up off of eBay. It was listed as not working, but I was kind of interested in this power display, and I thought, actually inspired by some of Fearless Thinker's videos. I'll put a link to his channel. In fact, I think I have a link to his channel in the related channels on the right side of the page, but I might try to open this up when I have some time and see if I can figure out what's wrong. Looks like it's a pretty new unit. Yeah, I figured I'd take a quick look at it while I have a minute here. And the first thing you're supposed to do is shake the unit, and there seems to be something loose inside. So I think I'll try my lithium driver here and see if I can pop this apart. I'll come back when I have the screws removed. So I thought I'd take a quick peek inside of here, see if I can take this apart. So the ends came off with there were 4 screws in each end panel, and then that slides out. Yeah, it looks like it's grid tie, 24 to 48 volts, 110 volt output for solar, so that at least matches what I thought I purchased. And now there's your problem. Looks like one of these guys came out, and I think that's where it came from. So there's one problem. Wasn't soldered in. Looks like kind of cold. That one was soldered pretty well. That one looks like it was missing. And looking around, I don't know. Looks like he might have got a little hot with the soldering there. And capacitors look pretty good. This looks like the input. I don't know if one, looks like they might have had a capacitor go out and somebody removed it, and I looked at these were 2200 microfarad 100 volt capacitors, so I might pick up some of those, and while I have this thing apart, put one in there. It can't hurt. They have a pair of 20 amp fuses. They are in sockets, so that's kind of nice. You don't have to desolder fuses on the DC side. Looks like you've got the meter is all separate here. The display is underneath there, so that's kind of neat. It is separate. So it looks like you've got your there's like a loose heatsink screw on these FETs. These must be the input FETs that drive the transformers that produce the high voltage DC. And then you've got, like, I think there's 5 diodes here, and then you've got the 4 output FETs over here, and of course it's missing an inductor. This one's hot glued down, but these other ones, like that one's a little loose in those. So anyway, I will get a capacitor ordered, and then I'll go take all these heatsink screws out and try to get to the bottom side of the board, and then get this thing soldered in and get a capacitor in there. But otherwise, other than the little flux residue, like over on this side, looks like there's some, I'll have to see if there's been any rework underneath, but it looks like that's a pretty major problem right there. That's what was making the noise when I shook the unit. I'll check the fuses. I need to find where the AC output fuse is, see if those are blown. I don't know if that's what this is, and then I'll check all the FETs and the diodes, see how they measure out. But looks like it's a pretty clean unit. I don't see any dust inside, so I imagine this probably shook loose in transport and just failed to power up, and somebody sent it back, and then I guess Power Jack just sells these on eBay. I got it for $17.50, I think it was, plus shipping. They charge a fair bit for shipping, but it is a pretty big box and fairly heavy. You know, it's not a light unit. So I'll get some capacitors. Maybe I'll even change that one out while I'm in there, and I'll try to clean up these solder pads and get this guy put in there, and then we'll try to power it up. So I'll be back in a while to look at that.